Hello and welcome to the 7th day of a 21-day spiritual reset. Today I will be discussing my third and final principle for personal transformation, that is, abundance is our basic nature. Now, what is abundance? Most people think of abundance as money. Abundance actually means prosperity, and prosperity is made up of two words, pro and spera. Pro means towards, spera means hope. That means when we move towards hope, that is prosperity. The Hindu goddess of prosperity and abundance is called Lakshmi, and the root word is Laksha. Laksha means goal. So putting these two statements together, prosperity means when you move towards your goal with hope. That is creating prosperity. Now, there are three steps you can use to invoke or activate prosperity. First step is ask. Second step is be. Third step is receive. What is ask? Why do we have to ask? Ask because the universe this is a participatory universe, and there is a famous experiment called the double split experiment in quantum physics, which has established that the atoms behave differently when they are observed. So combining that with free will, it is imperative that we need to use our free will to choose what we want to create. The second thing is, how do you ask? There are steps to that as well. You have to write it down. When we write it down, we take one or two of our thoughts from this, many thoughts that are going on in our subconscious, and put our energy into creating bringing it into a reality and creating abundance. Second one is being crystal clear about what you want. Because most of the time we don't know what we want. We buy into mass consciousness and projections from our parents, our society, our religion, our culture. And what happens is, even when you get it, you feel a sense of unfulfillment because it's not exactly what you want. So spending time trying to figure out what it is that you truly want. If you had all the money and time in the world, what would you do? That is what you would write it down. And finally, command it into existence. Do not beg. When you beg, you separate yourself from the universe. You are part of that infinite possibilities and choice. Neither Jesus begged the water to turn into wine, nor Moses. And you'll never see any mystic or a rishi begging to create something. So what you have to do is, and the thing that most people have confusion with is, when you ask, they think it is a very, they're going away from spirituality. Nothing could be further from the truth. If you look at the places of worship of any religion, whether it is Tirupati, Temple of Tirupati, or Venkateshwara, or if you look at Vatican, or even if you look at the Grand Mosque in Saudi Arabia, these are opulent. Why would they do this if that was not in alignment with abundance, was not in alignment with what we want or what is right for us? What you do with that money and abundance and prosperity is a conversation for a different time. But ask. Second one is, and you command it into your existence through your Ajna Chakra, because anything that was ever created had to first be visualized and mentally created. What you can create in your mind, you can hold in your hand. Second step is be the once you know what you want and you write it down, let it go. Don't try to create it from your mind, because the mind is limited to creating from memories, and the universe is an infinite possibility. Once you let go of your order, when you place your order with the universe, let it go. Know that it's going to work out, because you don't have access to all the information and all the choices and possibilities. Then be present, because the now, enough has been said about the present moment. Now is where you can create and receive. You cannot create and receive in the past. You cannot create and receive in the future. So be present. Have a fun list, because joy does not follow money. Money follows joy. Make a list of things that makes you happy, and spend time every day, every week, every month pursuing things that make you happy. They need not be very require a lot of money to have fun, and consider it done. Do not think about how you're going to work hard to get it, because there's this common misconception that only when you work hard and put a lot of effort you can get abundance. Nothing could be further from the truth. Let the universe, you do your part, be clear, write it down, place the order with the universe, let it go, let the universe do its thing. How, when, where, don't worry about it. The third step is to receive. Receive does not mean receiving pure cash, hard cash all the time. Receive means acknowledging. You could acknowledge information, intuition, and inspiration, because these when you place an order with the universe gives you ideas in the form of information, inspiration, and intuition. And unfortunately, in the modern world, so much emphasis has been put on logic and analytical intellectual activities that people almost ridicule when you say, I have an intuition. Don't let that happen to you. Tap into your intuition. So when you acknowledge the information, intuition, and inspiration, act upon these signs and symbols that the universe sends you in the form of, it'll come out, it'll come in the form of strangers telling you something from the book. You may find it read something on a billboard, something may pop up in your social media. These are signs, and you have to be present to it, and you have to make that phone call, go meet that person, try out, show up in life, and the universe will do the rest. And finally, be grateful for everything, not just the good things in your life, but everything. It's very easy to say thank you to the universe when you get that latest gadget or a big sum of money. But understand, if you trust the universe, that it is doing everything to make you move towards hope and prosperity and abundance. And this is something, an image or a thing to consider is tsunami. Just before there is the sea comes forward, it recedes. So when you're working on creating abundance or prosperity, and suddenly you get slapped with a big bill that is beyond your ability to pay, don't lose hope. Trust that the universe is closing loopholes where you are leaking energy and power, and it is encouraging you to trust and move towards it. So ask, be, and receive. These are the 3 steps to creating prosperity and abundance. Experiment with this. Definitely start with writing down what you want, and in your meditation, ask yourself, before you start your meditation, what do I truly want? You'd be surprised. After a while, it'll come, the ideas will come to you, and write it down. And expect miracles. If you do not expect it to happen, it's not, because sometimes our desires are much bigger compared to our belief. They have to align for it to manifest. That is it for today. And stay safe, be positive, and expect miracles and magic to happen in your life. Thank you. Until we meet next time.